Hello everyone, this is A Skills Games, and today I will be teaching you how to play COD Treyarch Zombies. In this tutorial I will be going from basic things to advanced tips. In the background I'll be playing some town survival starting on round 15. Also a quick disclaimer, currently only DLC 2 has been released from Black Ops 3, so if I miss some things that's why. So let's begin. Zombies is a survival mode in Call of Duty made mostly from Treyarch Studios. You must survive a round-based system where each round the number of zombies as well as their health increases. Some tools you can use to fend off the zombie hordes are traps, weapons, perks, gobblegums, and many other things in the zombies maps. Now, the way you die in zombies is you get hit by zombies a certain number of times and your health reaches 0. Once your health reaches 0, you down. And that's how you die. So, there is one catch to these tools to help you fend off these hordes. They cost points. Now you can achieve points by shooting zombies and killing them, along as some other things. But mainly it's shooting zombies and killing them. As you can see right here, when I shoot the zombies, I'm getting points in the bottom right corner of my screen. Now these points you can use to do things, like I said, buy weapons, buy perks, and buy doors, like this one. Now doors are essential to zombies in that they open other areas to the map. They make it so you can get to better places to fend off from. They make it so you can achieve better weapons by getting to the better wall weapon spots. For example, I have 1,000 points and I open that door. Now I can buy the MP5. This weapon is substantially better than my previous one. What you saw right there was a max ammo power-up. These power-ups appear throughout the game, and what they do are that they can give you max ammos, which is refilling your ammunition, insta-kills, which makes you instantly kill a zombie with any type of damage, double points, which doubles the points you get from things you do, carpenters, which rebuild barriers, and barriers are these. You can use them to stall zombies from coming out of windows. And you can also get a nuke. And what a nuke does is it kills every zombie in the map and sort of gives you a little bit of a break when you're fending off the zombie hordes. So, there are two types of ways to get a weapon. The first way is to buy a wall weapon, as you saw me buy the MP5 here. Now, a wall weapon is useful because you always know what you're going to get. There is no wondering what you're going to get from a wall weapon because it is shown on the wall. The second way is the mystery box. Now, the mystery box is the best way to achieve the good weapons, but it's also the best way to get the worst ones. What I just got here was one of the worst weapons in the game, and I'll show you why the mystery box can sometimes not be good. It shot a bunch of grenades that basically did nothing. And so the mystery box can give you both good weapons or bad weapons. Normally what players like to do is players like to get the wall weapons first in the beginning of the game so that they can build up points so that they can buy perks and things like that. Now once they have some perks and they feel safe, they'll go to the box to try and get the best weapon in the map and go through some high rounds. Now there are two main parts to a zombies game. Like I said before, in the beginning of the game you like to build up points, and so I call this period the setting up period. Little note here, that is a double points, and the skull next to it is an insta-kill. Double points. That's risky. So now that I've gotten these power-ups, I will get double the points, and as you can see, I'm killing the zombies extremely fast with the insta-kill. So, there are two main parts to a zombies game: setting up and going through the rounds. Setting up is when you are getting a bunch of points, you're getting the weapons you want, you're getting the perks you want, you're getting the anything you want. In Black Ops 3 there are gobblegums, and that is also part of the setting up period. Once you set up and you have your good weapons and you have your perks and your gobblegums and everything that you like, then comes the period in the zombies game when you start going through the rounds. When you're going through the rounds, ooh, another bad weapon here, the ballistic knife. This is the downside of the mystery box. So when you're going through the rounds, you obviously have your best weapons, and you can use different strategies to get through the rounds. The main two are camping and training. So, camping is good for making the rounds pass quickly, but the downside of camping is that if you do get overwhelmed with the weapons you have, you will die very quickly. And it's safe if you're a beginner to camp in the early rounds, but once you get to the later rounds, your weapons just get too weak and you can't fend off. So, once you cannot camp, what can you do? Well, there's a strategy in zombies called training. That's the lingo for it. When training, there are a couple different types of trains, but the main one is a circle. And I'll show some gameplay once I get forced out of my camping spot of training. As you can see there, I just got a nuke and the zombies outside died, and now they're respawning back in. Okay, so camping is getting a bit dangerous, and now I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna train. So there are a couple different types of trains, and the first one is a circle. This one is self-explanatory. You just move in circles. Now, as you can see there, I got into a bit of a tight situation. That's why there are other trains other than the circle. This one I'm doing right now is the figure 8 train. These trains are fairly simple to figure out. They're just the shape you're running in. Basically, if you had a bird's eye view and you were watching the shape you're running in, that's the train. So a figure 8 is really useful to sort of stall the zombies until you can get to a circle train. So I've stalled them, I've collected the zombies up, and now I can do sort of an oval, but it would fall under the circle train category, and I can shoot on the zombies and then come back around, shoot again, do another loop, and so that's how to basically train. There are a couple other ways, which are the banana and cutbacks, which are basically the same thing. The banana, again, is just the shape of a train, and a cutback, I'll show you what a cutback is. Let's see. So say I want to go this way, but that's blocked off. If you do a 180 and turn around on the zombies, that is a cutback. Cutbacks are useful because if your main route is cut off, then that likely means that a cutback route is not. And if you cut back once and it's not open, then maybe you can cut back twice and then you'll have an opening. It's really, like I said before, just a way of stalling the zombies so that you can get to your circle train. So, now you know the types of trains, you know camping, and you know a lot about zombies. But what really makes a good player into a great player is learning how the zombies move. So, in zombies, they are a program. It's very vital to remember that the movements that they do to surround you and down you are a program. So, say I kill off this entire train. It's pretty difficult because I have a weak weapon. And ooh, the round is over. I'm gonna start this new round, and I'm going to try and train up the zombies. If a zombie, for example, gets in my way here, what do? Well, there are different types of ways to juke zombies, you could say, to get past them and get into your train. And this is what really makes a good zombies player into a great player. The ability to juke zombies. So, I'm going to go through here and jump through. I just juked those two zombies to my side because they were trying to hit me. Their movements were programmed to move towards my sides, and I jumped through them. Now I'm stuck in a bit of a tight corner, and so I'm stalling. I'm stalling as long as I can until they're rounded up and I can get out safely. There's a zombie here, juke to the left and move to the right. Those jukes are very important in case there's a single zombie blocking your path, and you can just get past them. I'll try and show you again by killing off this next train and waiting for the other zombies to spawn it. One important... oh, I got trapped. So that's very important to learn as well. When you kill zombies, they'll spawn in fast, and you want to be ready for it. Another thing that can make a good player into a great player is by being able to get perks. So once you down, I will make a specific video on this, but if you have quick revive, you'll be able to get back up again. This is quick revive right here. I don't like that. And so once you down, you don't have your perks anymore. You still have your weapons, unless in co-op and you die. But in solo, if you down and you get back up, you don't have your perks, but you have your weapons. So a good player will probably go down after they've lost their perks, but a great player will be able to train in tight areas and get their perks back. And I'll try and give you an example of this here. I'm stalling the zombies. I know I can't move that way. I cut back right here. Perfect example of a cutback because my main route was closed. And boom, they're in a circle again and I can exit safely. Now I can get my final perks. Now, I will make a separate video on perks and what they do, so don't get too concerned about that right now. But with all these tips, you should be able to get a little bit better with zombies. Now the last tip I'm going to give you may seem obvious, but really makes a difference. If you practice, you will be able to play better. It seems obvious, but it's very true. Muscle memory makes you better. In zombies, like I said, the zombies are a program. If you can learn what it looks like or when a zombie is about to do a certain thing, then you'll be able to predict it, you'll be able to move past it, and you'll be able to go on safely and not down. Like I did when I jumped through those two zombies to my sides. I knew that they were going to hit me on my sides and not cut me off in front of me, so I knew I would be able to jump through. Let's try and put ourselves into a bad situation one more time and see if I can give any more examples. So I killed off all the zombies. Usually that's a bit risky because if you kill them all off or start a new round, they'll all spawn in at once. And when they all spawn in at once, that means more routes are cut off. So they're spawning in a various amount of spawn points. They're going to drop down from the top of the building, spawn point right there, and they're all going to try and surround me from different angles. This is why killing all of the zombies in a train at the same time is a little bit risky. So they're going to try and cut me off from different angles. I bait that zombie to the left to get past it to the right. I know that route's cut off, so I come back here. Uh-oh, bait it to the left. I went to my far left. But you can see how if you can predict the zombies' movements, then you'll be able to get past them. So I hope this video helped you. Be sure to leave down in the comments below if it helped you. And I will see you next time. There will be a video coming out specifically for town tips, as well as tips for perks and what perks do, so be sure to look for those. And